So, Jay, first win of the season here at Fratton Park. How did that feel?
It feels really good to get the win early, especially given how long it took us to get our first league win last year. To get it over the line within game week 3 is really, really good. Thought there was a lot of positives to take from the game today in regards to our spirit, our resilience. In terms of the result, obviously it's massive for us getting 3 points, but performance, I don't think we were good today, if I'm being honest, which shows a good sign that you can win games when you're not at the best. I think we started lively, similar to Bristol and to Durham. We've obviously got the goal, but then I felt we then probably went in our shells a little bit too much, and I think we were giving a ball away sloppy in the middle of the park. I think against the ball, our shape at times, and we got lured into player for player press and jumping out of moments where we should have settled. And yeah, we were fortuitous. Obviously, the penalty miss. I think Jess has made 2 or 3 really big saves in the game, and in big games like today, you need big moments. And Meg's taken one end, and Jess Gray's provided at the other.
Yeah, and you said there about Meg Hornby is kind of doing what Meg Hornby does with scoring a free kick.
Yeah, and what Meg does at Fratton Park, sometimes players they have a favoured place, and I think Meg she's enjoying Fratton Park, and you only have to look at her performances in previous games, Sunderland, Blackburn, and even today. I thought in moments she kind of dragged us through spells on transition, and that's how the game probably was. I think Sheffield had a lot of the ball at times, and we were just having to be patient, having to jump at right moments. And I thought through transition, both Tia, Meg, Jessie, they looked really threatening in that first half, and even Ange in the second when we came on. Thought Meg was superb today, and credit to her for the goal.
Yeah, and you touched on her already, but Jess Gray seemed to just save everything that came at her.
Yeah, and I think Jess is starting to show why she was our top goalkeeping target in the summer. Huge presence, happy to come and claim. I think too many set pieces against us today, but I think Jess was superb in commanding her area, coming out to claim, and then quick transitions soon as the ball was in her hands to set us off. And in the moment, you only have to look at her at the Fratton end when she's covering most of the goal for the penalty. She's made 2 or 3 really good shot saves down to her side, and without her today, the game probably would have been a different scoreline. So yeah, we've got her to thank, but I also think every player's got to take some confidence from it. We know we weren't at our best. We know there are levels to our game. So to grind out a result like today and the magnitude of it, we know how big today was, with obviously last year's games with Sheffield. So it's a massive 3 points. It's a clean sheet, and the first in game week 3 is really good for us.
A bit on the fans as well. How good does it feel to reward their support with a win here?
Yeah, it's massive. And obviously as the game progressed on, we heard them, we needed them. We needed the energy to get us over the line today. And towards the end, obviously seeing the players and the fans being able to celebrate together is really, really nice. And obviously now means 3 wins on a bounce at Fratton Park for us. And that's why we're making this kind of home. I feel like we're becoming accustomed to the setting, to the pitch. And the fans, they play a massive, massive part. So yeah, really grateful for everyone who turned out to come and support us today.
And you touched on it a little bit earlier, but we had to wait until March last year to pick up that first win. What does it say about the progress of the team that we got 3 points today in match week 3?
It says massive, speaks volumes of this group of players, to be fair. We've obviously made 11 new recruits over the summer, with a couple of youngsters in regards to our PGA. So yeah, lots of new faces around the group, and obviously away from football, they've had to gel, they've had to build them social connections, which can still take time and are still going to take time, probably up until Christmas. But moments like today will only bond us stronger together. And on pitch, players are still finding out how they like it. When Tia rolls into the pocket, what moment does Jazz go? And little moments like that I think are slowly coming together. And when the moments do come together in previous games, when we've looked good. Now it's about doing it consistent. So that's the big message for the group now, is how can we be consistent with our messages and be consistent with our actions throughout 90 minutes. That'll take a little bit of time, but in the meantime, while we are growing, it's really good to be getting points on the board so early.